Hello, my hearties. A very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue, and we are, of course, live on the big one. We're live on TikTok, and we're also streaming on YouTube. And the time is exactly 20 minutes past 8. 20 minutes past 8 on Monday, the 4th of December. Monday, the 4th of December, 20 minutes past 8 in the evening. And I thought I'll pop up and I'll just say hi and see who's about, because we like doing that. And I think it's a fair thing to do. So a big dinky-doo to every single one of you. How fantastic is that? Dinky-doo to the TikTokers. Hi, Scottie, says Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn. How lovely to have you with us. And a big dinky-doo to you, I say to you. Hello, Scottie from South London. South London. We love having you on here, Chrissy. And thank you so much for joining us live on the old TikTok. Fantastic stuff. Hello, everybody. And a very, very warm welcome. So good to see so many of you coming and joining us. Good evening, Scottie, says Robert. Dinky-doo, and thank you, says Chrissy. No, Chrissy, thank you. I hope you enjoy this live, because we always have a lot of fun. Dinky-doo, hello, me hearty, says 8432. 8432 on the YouTube. Hello, me hearty. Dinky-doo, la la, says our Tom. Tom Phillips, good evening, Scottie, says Susan. Good evening, Susan. How lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-doo, me hearty, to 8432 Brown. Back at it again. Flying my soup. What are you at? Hello, Scottie. Hello, Niall. How nice to have you with us. Scottie for Prime Minister, says Robert. Robert, you know I'm not a politician, and I need to be a politician to be Prime Minister. Prime Minister is actually a courtesy title. The real title is the First Lord of the Treasury. And I, of course, am the First Lord of the Internet. I told my son and brother your handyman joke today. Lol, brilliant. Thank you, Evelyn. Cheers, Scottie, and a wee trip up the road in Luss and Ballach. OMG, I need to move back. Are you missing it, Chrissy? But you must be having a nice time in South London. Although I have to say that Luss and Ballach, you've got these beautiful people. Hello from Downings and County Donegal, says Jimmy. Jimmy, how lovely to have you with us from County Donegal. There we are. Good evening, my good chap, my dear Mario O'Donnell. A very good evening to you. And thank you so much for all your kindness. So there you are. Now, no more tonight. I'm putting a lock on your wallet. Guys, please keep the gifts flowing, says Charlie B. Yes, except for Murray. I've told Murray no more pennies, the most generous man in the world. And he has supported me right from the very start when we started doing the phone-ins. Guys, we need to get the YouTube channel up, get subscribing. So important. That's the one that's a bit sticky at the moment. The TikTok's beautiful. It's looking after itself. Absolutely. We love the royal family, so we do. We salute the king and all of you. 8432. Oh, we love the royal family, so we do. We support the king and all of you. I just made that up. So there you are. When the Celtic lot were cheeking up, I had to explain to them. Rangers or Celtics, says Robert. Robert, go and see them both play and just make up your mind. That's the best way to do it, I say. Dinky-doo, 8432 Brown. You are a scream. Dinky-doo, not me. Come on, Scottie. Chrissy. Yes, indeed. Guys, check out Scottie on YouTube, says Charlie B. I know it's so easy. You go to the URL on the TikTok bio up there and just tap it, and that's you right to the YouTube channel. Then you subscribe and come back. There we go. Now then, who we got? I say to you, that should be in the big top 40, Scottie me hearty. I'll tell you, 8432. I think it might be number 1 for Christmas. Fishing or golf, says Jings. Jings, go and give them both a try and see what you do. Ashton says football or rugby. Well, I'm a rugby man. Tight head prop down first. Bob! There you are. I said to you. Chrissy is Celtic mad. Wimbledon Celtics. Well, you should be a big fan of the king, Chrissy, because the monarchy has Celtic roots. There we are. I tell people if they get rid of their own family, make no difference to their lives. Well, Sandy the Jambo, the problem is it's not the royal family we're talking about here. People make the mistake and they start cheeking up, stuff they've got no evidence for. We're talking the Crown. The royal family are the curators and custodians of the Crown. Well, the monarch is. Aye, says Tom. Aye, Chrissy, God save the King. Thank you, Jings. There you are. Jings, wee scooter. Flying my soup like that one. OMG, Scottie, you don't me. Oh, yes, I do you. Absolutely, Chrissy. You see, anybody who's anti-monarchist is killing Scotland's chance of independence. They're actually traitors to Scotland as well as traitors to the Crown. So there you are. So if you don't support the royal family, that's the big problem. Donnie says, God save Scottie McClue. Thank you. I'll need that. Lord Phil is giving me red roses in the gold. In the gold. Is that not beautiful? In the gold. DINKY-DOO, I used to listen to you on the radio many years ago. Best wishes. Andy, I thank you. All the Crown money comes back to Scottie. Sandy the Jambo, it doesn't have. And how? Then some. The half-wits that go, they're taking money off us, the taxpayers. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're bringing us money. We should never want rid of the one thing that actually still works in this country. Scottie, please could we have a live performance of the royal family song, Me Hearty? We shall do Me Hearty, I tell you. There we are. Class act as usual, Scottie, and a great bonnet. George Sutherland, you are such a kind man, and you're so very, very kind to me. Scottie, the main man, you big guy. Chris, DINKY-DOO. Kyle, thank you for that. Obviously, we're not going into that, but thank you. So there you have it. Hello, Scottie. Just a Glenn Mavis messaging in. We love Glenn Mavis, just outside the Airdrie. Good man, Scottie. Absolutely, Tom. We look after everybody on here, I say. Sing it, please, me hearty. Well, I've already sung it, and Chrissy was going bananas. No way, Scottie. I'm married to an ex-Blue and Royal, and he gets me. Ban the monarchy. No, never ban the monarchy, Chrissy. It's the only thing we've got left. We love the Blues and Royals, by the way. Excellent stuff. If we didn't have the Crown, what would we do for our symbol of authority, Chrissy? Answer me that one, Lala. Where's the National Grid? Yes, absolutely. The National Grid. Amy, indeed. Absolutely. What's the chat tonight, says Kyle? Well, Kyle, it's interesting. I popped up a video at the weekend of a caller to the old radio show. And we were saying if men could have babies, women would be redundant. If you are a man, would you like to have a baby? Scottie, hello from the Midlands. We love you in the Midlands. Richard Tan is going bananas again with his kindness. He's given me 21 red roses. Thank you very much. Very day to you, my lad, from Nottingham. JT, we love you in Nottingham, a fine city. Yes, indeed. Now, who we got here? Scottie are moving to Barbados. They banned them there. Well, Chrissy, I think you'll find they'll want them back. Absolutely. You see, what worries me is the people that are against the Crown are killing off independence for Scotland. So there you are. I say to you, there we go. Chrissy's laughing her head off. I tell you, ever been to Coventry? No, and don't send me to Coventry because I wouldn't be able to talk to you. See what I just did there. Of course, I've been to Coventry, a very, very fine city. And you had Brown's Lane in Coventry. Can anybody tell me what was built in Brown's Lane? Come on now. Was there any snow at your neck of the woods at the weekend? There was snow up to my neck. I slipped yesterday. Went down an absolute scrammer. Oh, but we're all right. But my own fault. Scottie is the main man, Trish. Show respect. Scottie, I've turned my telly off to listen to you. Sandy the Jambo. That's a very wise move. When the word gets out that we do the lives, and it will do, you'll find every telly in the country will be going off or hiring Scottie McClue to keep people watching. You reminded me of Donald from the TV show Benidorm. Indeed, Scottie, you're a legend, says Mr. Man. How are you, buddy? Says Benny. Benny, we are amazing. Thank you. Hi from Glasgow in Scotland. Trish carefully may send you doon the Swanee. Have something right. Yes, if anybody cheeks up or says something they shouldn't, it's a lifetime ban. Doon the Swanee. Hello, Scottie. Nice to see you once again. The last time I saw you, you remember me? I met you, Ian. Yes. Very nice to see you. I have a trusty water here, guys. Oh, that's lush. I said to Scottie, have you been to the Cadbury World in Birmingham? I've been to Port Sunlight, just outside Liverpool. Well, Birkenhead. She's telling you to go away for supporting the Royals. Well, she mustn't. There we are. If we don't support the Royals, what happens to the crown? Where are you from Scotland? If you don't mind me asking, I'm in the West Coast. Thank you to Richard DJ Tanner for 21 red roses, and for everybody else who's contributed to the live goal. We love it. We thank you so much. Scottie, for a new talk show on BBC Scotland. Kyle, I've always thought Scottie McClue would do an absolute storm on BBC Scotland. If you do not give the Jambos a shout for Wednesday, I'll turn my telly back on. Lol, says Sandy the Jambo. I tell you, well, we've given you a shout out. We've even played it on the squeeze box, Sandy. Scottie needs to appear on River City. Yes, do you think I should phone River City and see if they're looking for anybody? I think Scottie would be quite good down at the Ship. Yes, or maybe playing a baddie that Lenny's frightened of. Now, you know what I'm talking about, Lenny. Shield Inch needs you. Scottie deserves to be prime time on television. Guys, I can promise you the television companies have been a wee bit slow on the uptake, as they usually are. When Dad's Army, do you remember Dad's Army? When that took off, they said even the BBC were beginning to realise they had a hit on their hands. So it didn't work the other way. The BBC didn't put Dad's Army on because they thought this will be a massive hit. They put it on and it just became a hit, I say to you. But I've given you a lovely, lovely little bit of history about the BBC, yesterday's broadcast. I do. Can't forget Blackadder. Oh, Blackadder, outstanding work right up to the end. And the one when they all went over the top in the First World War. Amazing. But comedy as well, tremendous comedy. Blackadder. Melchior, remember Melchior? And Baldric. I have a plan, Mr. Blackadder. Is it a cunning plan, Baldric? Scottie, what's the badge on your tummy? That's the Scottie McClue badge. And as soon as we've got 1 million followers on TikTok, we'll start doing merch, and 1 million subscribers on the YouTube channel. Guys, I need 5 of you to subscribe to the YouTube channel right now. So there you are. I tell you, a Hogmanay show would be a shout for you, Scottie. Well, yes, but we do the Scottie McClue Hogmanay Bash now in its 31st year. What about the half-wits that went, that's Scottie McClue, that'll no last. Well, 31 years to date. McClue for First Minister. What about President of Scotland? Right, I don't think we'll get First Minister. So there you are. Scottie, who was, oh yes, indeed, 8432 Brown. We obviously wouldn't go into anything like that on an international show. What team do you support, Scottie? The Greenock Morton are pretty high up the list. Monaghan. And then you've got the Partick Thistle. Everywhere we go, people want to know. McClue for PM of Scotland. I'm for Glasgow. I love the Celtic. Monta Hoops. Yes, Monta Hoops, we are the people. I say to you, I've only found you here 3 months ago. Well, Kyle, I'm very glad you have. But we're also on the TikTok at Scottie McClue if you're a TikToker. Guys, can everybody on the TikTok get tap, tappity, tap on their phones? We've got 4,000 likes. Kat says, do a backflip. I've just done one. Did you not see it? Very, very athletic me. You know, somebody asked me, I went to one of these keep fit clubs at the gym. And the first question they asked me, they said, how flexible are you? And I said, well, I can't do Wednesdays or Fridays. So there you have it. Say to you, I've got you both. I've got you both. Absolutely, Kyle. That is fantastic. We love that. We Scots are masters of backflips. Yes, yes. The politicians are quite good at U-turns. Partick Thistle voted to keep the Hearts in the league, unlike the rest. Well, Sandy the Jambo, we'll maybe get the accordion and give you the Jambo song. But I'll tell you what happened. I used to put really complimentary things on the Jambo's tweets, Heart of Midlothian Football Club, and whoever runs it, for some very strange reason, blocked Scottie McClue, probably an accident. But imagine that they blocked Scottie McClue on the Heart of Midlothian Twitter feed when I was giving them huge compliments. I think they didn't understand somebody that was buzzing for the Hearts. Scottie, did you ever meet Chick Murray in your travels? George Sutherland, I didn't. But my dear old colleague at Border Television, Derek Beattie, he interviewed Chick Murray. And you can see it on YouTube. Put in Derek Beattie, Border Television, Chick Murray. But somebody told me a lovely story about Chick. Chick had an hotel in Edinburgh. Was it the Bruntsfield? I can't remember, but it was Chick Murray's hotel when I was younger. And we used to pop in for a refreshment. And somebody had told me a lovely story that one night at the bar, Chick was sitting reading his Edinburgh Evening News with the bonnet on. And the barman came out and went to put a new 40-ouncer up on the optic. And he was just putting it up when it overbalanced and fell and smashed. And obviously he was very embarrassed with Chick sitting there, and he thought, what's happening? And Chick shook his paper and looked over it and went, stop that. Is that not evergreen beautiful? 25 plus years listening to this guy. Best guy on the radio ever. You're so kind, Chris. There we are. Accident. It was an accident. They lost, Scottie. Unbelievable. Probably did not believe they had somebody as famous as you on. I don't know, Sandy. It was so strange. But Sandy, if you're influential at the Jambos, because Uncle George White, do you remember Lord White? Yes, that used to come on the talk shows in Edinburgh. Uncle George White, who passed away, I think he was about 90. Lovely, lovely, lovely man. And right to the end, he was big, big, big Jambo. And, Uncle George is no longer with us. So I need somebody to say to whoever does the Twitter feed, make sure you haven't blocked at Scottie McClue, because he is a big fan. Hi, Scottie, Dinky-Doo. It's David, Dinky-Doo, David. I couldn't stop laughing at your recent video of an old phone-in, the one with the woman trying to be right. Oh, Kyle, shouting and bawling at me. There we are. I shall tell you. Chick Murray was in the film Gregory's Girl, wasn't he? He was, Amy. He was the headmaster of the school. And he was playing, it was actually playing his own composition, Gregory's Girl. And it was a kind of and two little boys were looking round the door. Remember, he went, go away, small boys. Done, Scottie, leave it to me. Thanks, Sandy. It's in their interests. Imagine blocking Scottie McClue. Who would do that? Absolutely crazy, crazy stuff. And I was posting great stuff for them too. Maybe they thought he posts too much and they didn't know who Scottie McClue was. I tell you, I thought I'd be surprised because I knew most of the Jambos players when I was at Scott FM. Scottie and Aunt Mabel would be a blast from the past. What a double act that would be. Gilly or Gilly or Gilly, sending me all these red roses. Guys, I've got 21 red roses. Jilly has sent a heart me. I ask you, and has got the number 2 gifter badge tonight, Jilly. What about that? Dinky-Doo? Guys, we're on 4,200 likes. Is that not stunningly beautiful? Hi, Scottie. It's David. Hi, David. How are you, Lala? Are you Dinky-Doo? I say to you. Now, have we popped up at a good time tonight? Lots of new videos for you. I need another. I'll tell you what, I'll settle for 97 followers right now. So if 97 of you on TikTok, straight in there, up to the top left, press the follow, and I'll shout you out from here. You know, I shouldn't have to ask after 40 years, but we haven't been 40 years on TikTok or YouTube, I say to you. And YouTube's starting to move now, guys, but it's real shoulder to the wheel stuff. So everybody subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, pop over there. You'll see the URL up on the TikTok bio. Yes, you'll see it. You just tap that link and it takes you straight to the YouTube channel. 4,300 likes, I say to you. Or you just put in youtube.com/Scottie McClue. All one word. SCOTTIE. I say to you. Do you know, it's so funny. You can't have more like Scottie McClue on all the social media. And people still put, hi, Scottie, SCOTTY. Why? Why would you do that? I say to you, who have we got here? Lots of lovely, lovely people coming and joining us on the old TikTok. But have you followed? Have you watched or followed or just watched or just followed? And have you checked out all the latest videos? Lots of videos, and we pop up the lives as well. YouTube.com/King of Scotland. Thank you, Chris. I need to apologize, Scottie. I used to phone up to try and wind you up when I was 11 or 12. Stephen Lang, why do you need to apologize? Part of the game. You're live in Scottish Funny. Who's that? Hey, Martin. How are you, Lala?
How are you, La?
I'm absolutely stunning, La. You know what I mean? I thought we'd just pop up and say hi.
Santa's on his way very, very soon, my friend. Santa's on his way.
Santa's on his way. I sang you a Christmas carol tonight. Have you heard it yet?
No, sing it, please.
No, you'll get it on there. You'll see it. Are you on the YouTube channel? Right, if you look at Scottie McClue's YouTube videos, the last one you'll see is the Christmas carol.
Yes, lovely.
Hark the herald angels sing.
That's nice.
I've duetted with a famous organist. See? So there you are.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hey, Scottie.
Hello, Emma. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, how's your new house?
The house is lovely. We are still waiting on the carpets. The carpets hopefully might come in next week.
Right.
Hopefully, new carpets, cooker.
Oh, wow.
Washing machine and all that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty flush.
Yes, my friend.
What's happening with you?
Nothing much. I'm just doing some shopping at the moment and other bits and bobs. So you?
Yes, wonderful. Yeah, just diddling away, you know, meeting some beautiful people.
Cool.
Lovely, lovely. I say to you, and that's what it's all about.
Scottie, have you heard the duck call?
The what?
The duck call.
No, give us one. That's fabulous. Don't do it too much or you'll have every duck in the area at the door.
Oh, yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Very good.
I'll phone you tomorrow, Scottie.
Give us a wee call tomorrow and all the best, Lala.
Okay, you too. Love you.
Love you lots, Dinky-Doo. That's our Martin, a great man, I say to you. Now, who have we got here? Let me see what's happening. I have to, sorry if I'm peering, but sometimes I have to peer to see what's actually happening. Guys, if you're on the YouTube channel, go down to the bottom left and click the thumbs up. We need everybody to click the thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Dinky-Doo, what's happening with all the messages here? Can you get a minute to read out all your messages, your messages? How's the good lady, Chief? She's beautiful, Chief. Follow us as soon as you possibly can. Thank you to Jacobite. Thank you to Sam. Morning, Lord Duke of Dundee. Guys, this is Onion Baji. Onion Baji is watching in Australia, where it will be 8:45 in the morning. How good is that? I sit here. There we go. Watching in Australia. Whereabouts did you see you? Where are you, Baji? Are you in Sydney? Did you tell me you were in Sydney itself? Who else have we got here? Guys, I need another 96 followers. 96. So everybody watching on TikTok should be following. Yes, Scottie, is that Heart of Midlothian Football Club been told? Oh, Scottie, that is the Heart of Midlothian Football Club been told. Thank you, Sandy the Jambo. I hope they'll unban. It was about 10 years ago. I couldn't believe it. I was sending them tweets, really complimentary stuff, and they went, you have been banned from this Twitter. And I've never, ever, ever been banned from anyone else's Twitter. It was heartbreaking, you know? Really ridiculous, you know what I mean? It's like banning the Archbishop from the church website, you know? I tell you, do it. $9.99. We love it. $9.99 is very special for me because that was the first radio station I broadcast on. Red Rose Gold, $9.99 AM. Still banned from the Hearts this long. Absolutely, Chip. What a mistake somebody must have made. Shocking. But there we are. But we'll get it sorted. We like to right wrongs in this life. And Scottie McClue has righted a lot of wrongs from people. We'll put it right. Don't worry. People very often come to me. They go, "Can you do anything about this, Scottie?" I say, "Leave it with me." And we sort out problems. I remember I got some miners paid their pension. They were absolutely over the moon. One gentleman, I couldn't stop him phoning to thank me. I said, "You don't need to." I'm watching from Ayers Rock, says Onion Badgie. Are you having a picnic, Onion Badgie? Oh, don't. Remember the movie Picnic at Ayers Rock? Is it roasting hot? Have you got summer? How's it gone through the Granite City, Dinky-Doo? Alex, grand to hear you, Ayers Loon. Fert like. You're setting records, world records. Yes. Scottie, I flung out of everywhere I go. I got flung out of the Labour Party forum. Sandy, I don't know why. I love your chat. You've never been flung out as Scottie McClue. Yes, I'm having a wee haggis. I told you the Labour Party were in the wilderness forever and a day. They might come back just as a sort of, what can I call it, a token alternative to the Tories. But Sandy, the kind of Labour you're talking about is proper Labour. The Labour Party of John Smith and Neil Kinnock. Poor Glenys died. I saw that last night. Yes, a very, very nice lady. That was the Labour Party. Clement Attlee, Sandy. That's your kind of people. People that actually did a lot for the ordinary people. Jeremy Corbyn. There you are. All these people, I say to you. Robin Cook. Yes, there you are now, Sandy. See, I'm not just an athlete, Sandy. I'm a black belt in karaoke. All right, man. Come in for Cowdenbeath, man. All right, man. Mayor's minute, Cowdenbeath Ken. Do you think the Alba Party will be the major party or even get into power? You never know. Should I go and stand as a politician? Would you vote me in? There we are. Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Now, who else have we got? Correct, Scottie. It was over Jeremy. I got flung out. Well, Sandy, that's a shame because I take it you were a fan. I think he might actually have won had the rich right-wing media not just clobbered him at the last post. There we are. The first post. The last post. Jeremy got clobbered. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. Haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been, so Sean? Sean, I've been here. I pop up very often. Nobody's ever said too much, but I do pop up a lot. Brilliant, mate. Tell it the way it is, Big Ian. Aye, Big Ian. Ken. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Hello, says John. Hello, John. How lovely to have you with us. Has everybody subscribed on the YouTube channel and followed? Thank you very much to John for following. Guys, I need another, I think probably another 60 followers would be in order. So if you've not followed on the TikTok, guys, get following. I think you can follow even when we're not broadcasting or streaming, whatever we like to call it. Do you see what I just did there? Broadcasting. Have indeed enjoying your shorts on YouTube. James, that's fantastic. I'm part Scottish and Irish too. John, everyone is. There we are. Everybody is part Scottish and Irish. Harry, thank you for sharing the live. Just had a DNA test done. Found out I'm 70% Scottish. Had no idea. Fantastic. The 19 general election was the worst election I've ever campaigned in. They all did a job, and Jeremy for sure. Well, they cut off their own nose to spite their face. If I'd been in charge, is this a filter? No, Harry, that's me. That's what you see is what you get. Guys, get following as soon as you can on the TikTok. Hiya, Scottie. Dinky-Doo, everybody. How lovely to have you with us. And please, there's Bull, and he loves waffles. He says he likes waffle on waffle. What sort of do you like maple syrup on them, Bull? England rules, says Jamie. What does it rule, Jamie? It doesn't rule Scotland. Dinky-Doo to you, Scottie the Hottie. Thoughts on the old firm? I think we should maybe look towards scrapping it and having Glasgow United. One team, we all stand together. We all sing from the same sheet. It does rule Scotland. What does? No one owns Scotland but the people of Scotland. That's right. And the king, our head of state. If you don't support that, then independence is always going to be toast, because you'll never get the unionist vote to change. So think about it. There's method in McClue's madness. Can you play the bagpipes, Jamie? My father was an outstanding piper. My grandfather was an outstanding piper. My great uncle was a bagpipe maker. I can tune pipes, start pipes, but I can't actually finger the chanter. So there you are. I can tell you all the tunes. Battle of the Somme. See what I just there. There you are, I tell you. Now, what do we got here? Tony, what are you talking about? I'm not sure. Yes, at one point, lots of Scottish folk moved to Ireland under the Ulster plantation. Yes, but a lot of Irish folk moved to Scotland and England under their own plantation. When I was a wee boy, if we were going to see my auntie on a Thursday night, you would see the Burns and Laird, what was it, the Ulster lady, going out to take all the Irish people from Glasgow back home for the weekend. I think the boat was called the Ulster Lady. Can anyone remember Burns and Laird's line? Yes, there we are. And it used to leave from Glasgow to go to Belfast. What's your favourite toast topping? Butter, honey, bramble jelly, raspberry jam, strawberry jam, syrup, treacle, cheese. What else? What about cheese and ham toasty? Remember these machines? You shut the lid and give it, and then you get the cheese toasty. DINky-DOO, Scottie, my G, Mr. Sketchy. Are you top G? I say. Scottie, I managed to steer through a fund something in Newton Grange. I don't quite get that one, Sandy. Petanka. Hello from Uganda. How's the weather there? We're very cold and snowy in Scotland. I would imagine it's beautiful in East Africa. What's your favourite book? My favourite book, I think probably Wind in the Willows, or Winnie the Pooh, or Beatrix Potter. Who can remember the names of all the Beatrix Potter tales? Peter Rabbit, the Flopsy Bunnies, the Pie and the Patty Pan, the Roly-Poly Pudding, Jeremy Fisher, Jemima Puddle Duck. Any more? Any more? Come on. There must be some more. I say to you. Yes, Irish folk have moved to the UK and British folk have moved to Ireland, but some folk here in the UK only talk about Irish immigration. It goes both ways. Of course it does, Amy. London's stuffed with Irish people. You know. What books are there behind you, Scottie? Dundee Bookman. The house is falling down with books. If you're a book dealer, I was thinking the other day, I should really do something about it. Piled high, everyone. And I could put my hand on everything. These are cross-references. These are who's and Burke's Peerage and all that stuff. Scottie, you're brilliant, says Aidan. Keep it up and all the best, Aidan. You're very, very kind. And thank you for following, Aidan. The loveliest thing a human being can do these days is follow Scottie McClue on TikTok or subscribe to Scottie McClue's YouTube channel. There we have it. I say to you. My wee rabbit was called Flopsy. Flopsy, David. They're the Flopsy bunnies. Whose garden were the Flopsy bunnies in? Who could tell me that? There's a question. Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you, Christopher. Christopher and Aidan have just followed. What a lovely thing to do. Tell 10 to tell 10, I say. Now, what's happening here? Oh, my goodness me. I'll settle for another... Guys, even if we get another 60 followers right now, that would be excellent. And if we could get maybe another, I don't know, another 50 subscribers. You see, that's tiny. It's very, very small beer. Watching anything on the telly lately, Scottie? Yes, Sean. Have you seen 6'4" with James Cosmo? The very, very talented James Cosmo. 6'4". Thriller. Heavy stuff. Not for the faint-hearted. Incredible. Then I watched another one called Kin, about a crime family. All very fast-moving stuff, I tell you. So there you are. DINky-DOO, get following. Yo, DINky-DOO. I know you're very well traveled. Have you been to Salty Springs in America? HP, I'm not that well traveled. I haven't been to America yet. I need several lives of the things I have to do. How ready are you to go to heaven? Says Jesus is coming soon. Well, we don't need to go to heaven. I wish I was home, because Jesus is coming to earth. He's already here, and he dwells among us in his risen power. He will return. Yes? So you don't need to dash off to heaven prior to your time. Yo, DINky-DOO. How are you doing this fine evening? Says Louis. Louis, we're amazing. Thoughts on Rishi? Well, what can you say? We'll have to give them a look. Have you tried Shetland? Yeah, I love Shetland. It's obviously quite dark, but I do love it as well. There's Ali saying good evening from Beaumont on Isla. Camera u Ali maha. Falchi ki da mille falchi done TikTok. I guess YouTube. Are you from you know the round church up the top of the main street, Ali? I say to you, I love Harrison. I saw Harrison Ford last night. You know, Harrison Ford, brilliant. He's in the Oval Office with the president. And the line, I remember the line, how dare you come in here and bark at me like a little junkyard dog? I am the president of the United States of America. I wonder how near it is to fact these days. Yes, I know the church well. There you are, I tell you, Ali. And was Beaumont not part of one of the big estates at one time? I tell you. French boulet, Scottie. Ah, you're a great man, Sandy. You're such a cultured man. Yes, cultured. You're a cultured Jambo. Tyne Castle is full of culture. No, he's in heaven. The rapture will happen before the tribulation. Then we come back with him in the second coming. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I wish I was home. You know, he dwells among us in his risen power. He can move between heaven and earth. But the second coming will be very close. The evil will be stamped out. The evil might happen a bit more. Then it will be stamped out. Celtic or Rangers, says Sack. Sack, my advice is just go and see them both play and then just make a decision. You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
It's me, it's David's son.
David's son, how are you, Lala?
I'm good, my friend.
What a great show tonight, Davey.
Brilliant. It's so interesting. They're talking about all the sandwiches stuff, and I love it.
Yes.
You know, like, and then the one with the lads, the old Brevo.
It's wonderful. Now, wait till I tell this, Davey. Have you ever had been given, or your ma was given something for Christmas that was never really used? It was put in the cupboard.
Well, I got my mum done that all the time back in the day. She kept things up in the old cupboard wardrobes, and it was all brand new still. But if only 2 years or a year after that, she would give it back out as presents.
Yes, I love it. Well, do you not remember we used to do that with chocolates if somebody hadn't written to and from on it? He says, well, we can't go round empty-handed. Oh, wait,
no.
Mary bought a wee box of chocolates. If you still get them, we'll take them round.
That's right, yeah. But obviously you've got to watch the date. The chocolate does go off.
Oh, yes. Well, I can remember the shops. Do you remember that the sweet shop had chocolate in the window and it had gone white with the sun?
Aye, that's the one that's really off.
And I said to the guy, he got them out the window, some Russian caramels. I said, they're all white. He says, oh, that's just a wee bit of bleach with the sun.
But no, he's trying to make it up because I can tell you, they make it so stomach.
Yes, it would give you that. And it's a bit like when somebody puts milk in your tea and it foams up. And you go, this milk's funny. And they go, oh, that's just reacting.
Oh, I hate milk when it's still. You'll get that.
Milk
you
can
smell
be
it.
Oh,
the smell, even when chicken goes off.
Oh, stop. But no, that's right. But no, the other thing is, I can remember saying to my father, I went into a shop and it was one of these wee shops in a village. And I said, could you do us laces? And he goes, aye, here you go. He says, these are a wee bit long, but you can always take a bit off them. And I was telling my father this, and he goes, yeah, but they'll never sell you one. Oh, these are long. I'll only need the one.
Brilliant. And I love the bunnies things.
Oh, the Flopsy bunnies. Beatrix Potter.
My Bobby's Flopsy was beautiful. She was white and brown, man.
Lovely.
But she was a friendship. See, we sat on the floor.
Yes.
She used to come along and nudge you when you're sitting at your bottom of the floor, and you would jump and go, oh!
They're very, very clever. They're rabbits, and you get quite big rabbits.
I've seen them. I've seen them. I wish my rabbit was going to be big. Anyway, she passed away. That's a years ago. You know what I mean?
I know. But have you read the Flopsy Bunnies, Beatrix Potter?
No.
Right now.
I know.
Now, Davy, Beatrix Potter. She was born in, I think it was 1858, right? She is still, to this day, the biggest selling children's author ever.
There you go.
That's and she did little, tiny little books for children. I used to have one. I don't think I've got any on me, but I used to have one, and they were just a lovely wee story for children. And they originally sold at $1 each.
Wow, there you go. And so that is the author still with us?
No, she died in 1944 or 48.
There you go.
Okay. But wait till I tell you, Davy, you'll love this. In those days, women didn't really take charge of their own money, right? And her mother was really difficult. Her mother was always, I hope you'll marry a decent man with money and all this stuff, right? And she stayed a spinster. She fell in love with one of the brothers of her publishers, right? But she went into the bank because she wanted away from her mother. And she said to the banker, would I by any chance be making enough money to put down a deposit on a house? And the banker had a look. He said, well, you could buy several houses, or you could buy an estate. He says, or you could buy several estates. Now, I kid you not, when she lost her fiancé, right, when he died, he took a cold, a chill, died. And then she moved to the Lake District. She bought a farm, and then she started to buy several farms to stop them developing it. And she left it to the National Trust. And you can go and see Beatrix Potter's house.
That's amazing, Scottie, honestly.
Is it called Troutbeck Farm, I think, and Hilltop Farm?
So see the National Trust, I know that's also a charity shop, do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she left all her stuff to the National Trust. She left an absolute fortune, and she married her local solicitor that she knew when she was wee.
That's amazing. And that just built up from there.
That built up fantastic. And she was absolutely loaded. And she was apparently adorable. She was very keen on raising sheep, herdwick sheep and things like that.
I love sheep.
Fantastic.
I want to buy one, but I've not got a big garden.
Well, one day I was walking the dog, and I met this guy, and he says, whoa, is that sheep all right, do you think? I said, no, he's not. He's in his back. So I leapt the fence, got a hold of the sheep and stood him up. He ran off, and turned round and looked at me as if to say, thank you.
There you go.
I tell you.
One day, John was driving to the countryside, and we just thought we would stop to see the sheep in the fence, you know, the field. But, you know, the wee baby ones, you know, but anyway, they all get a bit nervous. I don't know if it's my big gubber or what.
No. They're just, I mean, people talk about sheep are very, very clever. All animals. Pigs are very, very clever.
I love pigs.
You know, all the rest of it. Well, that was her. And yes, and Beatrix Potter said to her farm manager, have the piglets got names? And he said, we tend not to name them, Miss Potter. It makes it rather hard come slaughtering time.
Oh, terrible, isn't it, man?
Yeah, so that was it, the wee piglets. But I have to say, fascinating woman, and the sheep, very, very clever. And the herdwick sheep, Lake District, very, very tough.
Yeah.
You know?
This is what, you know, we all eat meat, and a lot of people don't, but sometimes we're like, wait a minute, this just came from a lovely wee animal, man.
Yes, but I'll tell you another story. Somebody once said to me when I was doing the sentimental bit, they said, why do you think they are there?
Right.
And I thought, you know, he's got a point. There wouldn't be any sheep or cows if we weren't wanting the milk or the beef.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the mutton, the lamb.
I find it fascinating why horses like mints.
Or mince?
Mints.
Oh, mince as in
Mince.
minty things. Well, maybe they just like to freshen their breath after the hay.
I mean, I only learned that. I mean, I buy smints. Would you like a smint?
Yes. Well, maybe it takes the wind off them.
I couldn't believe one day somebody said to me in a field, a lady gives the horse a mint. And I went, pardon? And she went, have you got any? By chance, I had a packet in my trouser pocket. Yes, and I was fascinated. That horse loved the mint.
Is that right? I liked it, enjoyed it.
Can you believe it?
Fantastic.
I mean,
wow. I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But never, see if you're ever backing a horse, don't back one that's too well bred. Do you know why? When he leaves the starting gate, you'll turn round and close it behind him.
Well, I'm not backing him.
I once backed a horse and it fell in the paddock.
Aye. Brilliant, son. Honestly. Yeah. And there's not a thing you missed out. Watership Down.
Oh, Watership. Now, Watership Down was Richard Adam.
Yeah. Oh,
Watership
fantastic.
Down. And that was Bright Eyes.
Oh, what a song.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes,
yeah,
lovely.
Of course.
Absolutely beautiful.
I can sing that to the kids come home.
Well, I know, but don't sing it just now. We'll get a copyright strike.
No, I know.
There's Amy saying Harrison Ford's best film is Blade Runner.
Right. So, I'm Harrison Ford. I was thinking about Harrison Ford. Was it when it was done Indiana Jones? No, am I confused?
No. Oh, wait a minute.
Aye.
Was it?
Harrison Ford done Indiana Jones films, aye.
Guys, help us all out here. Has David got a point? This is the lovely thing about being on here. They all help. I mind the Peter Rabbit stories way back. Fabulous, says Jay.
Oh, brilliant. There's also a song about rabbits. Wee Ben was a real boy who passed away with cancer at the hot top of the box way back years ago.
Yes.
Anyway, the song was beautiful.
Oh, lovely. What about this? Here's a guy trying to be funny. He says, they don't have horses in Scotland, only donkeys. So I think where he comes from, they may have the odd ass.
Aye. I mean, we do have zebras.
Zebras, that's right.
They're in the zoo.
That's right.
Really
well, I can remember I was trying to get across Great Western Road, right? The traffic was heavy. And a policeman comes up and he says to me, there's a zebra crossing down the road. I says, well, I hope he's having more luck than me.
Do you remember the zebra crossing?
Zebra crossing. Yes, and now, David, the zebra crossing, well, the Pelicans took over as well, the Pelicans and the Green Cross Code. Do you remember, Davy, the Belisha Beacon?
No,
yeah,
I know the beacon.
Well, the beacon, the black and white striped pole with the orange light that flashes.
Right,
Remember that?
Right.
Now, do you know where they got their name?
I don't know, no.
The Belisha Beacon, Belisha.
Yeah, Belisha.
The Belisha Beacon, and they were called after a minister, Hoare, Hoare Belisha, who was a minister of transport at the time, that brought them in.
Right.
Hoare Belisha.
My goodness,
Mr. Belisha. I'm telling you what.
Mr. Belisha.
Mr. Belisha.
I know a song that's similar. It's called Bellissima. Anyway.
Ireland breeds the world's best horses, says Patrick.
Oh yeah, so they'll say. I mean,
so
of
they
course,
say, absolutely, yes.
So,
I'll go and see. I'll watch them. I'll watch them at the Kildare and see what you're saying. You know.
Do you think one day the horses will get banned when it comes to the Grand Nationals because some of them will die in the fields?
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's. I don't do the Grand National now because of that. Beecher's Brook. I don't like when the horses die. You know what I mean?
My dad never missed a horse, like I was telling you. Wow.
Wonderful. Well, I'll
honestly.
tell you, somebody says to me, he says, I've given a lot of money over the years to sick animals. He says, I didn't know they were sick when I backed them.
There you go. That's true. You don't know what's going to. They just go down and die. I wonder if is it because somebody's on the horse? I don't know. Maybe they were nowhere with.
Well, do you know what? I wondered one day. I was quite sad. I watched a race, right?
Aye.
And the rider fell off or got
Aye.
thrown off or whatever. And this wee horse kept running the whole race and came in first. And the guy was doing it. Yeah, the guy was doing the commentaries going, there they are coming into the final furlong now. The riderless horse still ahead. But then it's coming up to Sir and Scottie McClue there on the outside. And he was giving it all this stuff, right? And the wee riderless horse came in first. And I thought, why is that horse not allowed to win the race?
Right, that's true, because it's the horse that's doing the job.
Well, he did it, he won. Even
though he's the partner fell on the grass, I hope he was all right.
Yeah, absolutely. What are the odds of that, I say to you? But if you'll pardon the pun, but what's interesting, somebody else came on and said, no, it's to do with weight. The horse, they could claim the horse was lighter because he didn't have his jockey.
I see. Yeah,
lovely wee horse, but they kept running right round and won the race.
That's amazing! What an exciting horse!
And the guy obviously couldn't announce the riderless horse, but he was going. And there we go, Scottie McClue by a head there, the riderless horse beside him.
Oh, that. So was it allowed to win? I hope.
A what?
Was it allowed to win? I hope it did.
No, it was. No, they disqualified it, I think. I must ask somebody that knows about racing.
That's true. I wish my dad was alive. I could ask him.
Yes. So there we are. How was Scottish plumbing invented, says this guy. 2 Scottish men fighting over a penny.
Right? 2 men fought over a penny and then they started the plumbing?
Well, I could tell you. See the word plumbing? If you look at your periodic table of the elements in chemistry, the symbol for lead is Pb.
Oh, I remember lead.
Lead is Pb, and the Latin is plumbum, and a plumber was a beater of lead. What about that?
Right.
Never a dull moment on here, Davey.
No. It's just, I had a friend years ago. His dad started the cobblers.
The cobblers, absolutely, yes, indeed. Yes.
And I couldn't believe it.
Yes.
And a police came into this matter one night because of this, and the police said to my wee friend, we know your dad from either the 60s. Your dad was a cobbler, wasn't he?
Yes.
And Roy says yes. And I went, that's fascinating.
Fantastic, yes. Well, I went into the cobblers and I showed him my shoes. I says, can you do anything for these poor souls? Davey, I'm going to have to go. We're out of time, my boy. How lovely to hear you and Dinky-Doo.
And don't you forget, remember the Zeds, Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, you're a top man. That's your Davey. Ta-ra-la. There we are, guys. We're going to have to dash. I can't believe it. There was Davey on for a wee blether. We're right out of time. Thank you to our beautiful TikTokers for all your kindness, for watching. Scottie, me and my wife have resurrected our twinning group with Doug Keith. So there you are. And Jamac in France. We love it. Dinky-Doo TikTokers, they've got to go. Oh, and they're beautiful. Now, Dinky-Doo, Scottie, how are you doing? I was just thinking of some sheep saying, you're looking a bit sheepish. You follow sheep. Now, what do we got here? I wish I was at home. I bet my ancestors spoke what Davey's speaking, but I can't speak a wee lick of Gaelic. I'm a full American. My closest Scottish descent ancestor is my grandmom Kennedy of the 16 to 1700s. Well, the Kennedys are still in Ayrshire. So there you are. So you're an Ayrshire man, the clan Kennedy, Castle Kennedy and Killeen. and Ballantrae. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta, everybody. Ta-ta. And again. Ta-ta.